I've been performing magic now for well over 20 years, and I've been searching for a trick, for an effect, for a card to wallet that I could do that would elevate my performance. Something that I could tack onto the end of my show, which would leave the audience mind blown. You can keep that as a rubbish souvenir, and I will catch up with you another time. Actually, sorry, one more thing just before I go. I've actually had a special trick that I've kept tucked away in here. If you just hold that for me, that I would love to show you. It involves just these 4 cards. In fact, it involves 4 cards plus 1 extra one, which is your, what was yours?
2 diamonds.
2 diamonds. Oh, I'm sorry, that's actually the 4 queens. Check it out.
No.
No, you're right. It's no. But that does beg a kind of interesting question. What happened to your card? You see, before we began, you were holding a wallet. But if you reach inside the wallet, that's it. Underneath the card is a 1-signed card, which I believe is yours. There we are, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Da, da, da.
So good.
This is your moment where you step in at the last second and go, oh, just one more thing before I forget. You reach in, you take out your wallet, you open your wallet up, you remove a few playing cards, you hand the wallet to somebody else, and now the effect begins. What I love about this effect is it really is so impromptu, it's so easy to do. It doesn't matter what wallet you've got, whether it's a magic wallet or just your everyday wallet, you can set this up and have it ready to go anytime, any place. It is so easy to do, but I'm going to step you through each moment, each bit, each move, but not just the moves. I'm going to give you the psychology, the timing, everything that you need to do to just unpack this and walk out and blow people's minds. Honestly, what's beautiful about this is that you're so far ahead, almost anything could happen. For example, so this is the explanation to know. I realise it looks like I'm about to bust into some kind of culinary explanation, but trust me, this is just a card trick. For this effect, you're going to need a handful of things. The only thing that you really do need is a blanked face card to set up the no trick. Now, of course, you could use just a blank face card and write the word no. You could have it professionally printed if you really wanted to, or you could just use an everyday card and very carefully split it and write the word on. In this case, that's pretty much what we did for this demonstration. We simply split a card and wrote the word no. Kind of doesn't really matter the level of quality. When I started doing this, I wasted time, carefully printing things out, getting those adhesive letters to make it look really professional. And to be honest, I ended up just getting a joker and just writing with a marker pen no across it. It made no difference to the end result of the effect. So the setup is like so. 3 of the 4 queens in this case. It doesn't matter obviously what court cards you use, but something visual. So we've got the 3 queens, red, 2 blacks, and then the no card is going to sandwich in between. This is the setup that is going to sit inside a wallet. Now, obviously, if you've got any kind of card to wallet setup already, then wonderful, use that. If you've got just a wallet of your own, then pop it in. That's going to pop in there. If it's going to go in my pocket, if I'm going to load during the routine, if it's something I can load out of play, maybe I'm sat down at a table and this is just in my lap, then I can do that. I'll be honest, if you look at the way the routine works, I've done this with huge misdirection. Like I've walked away from the table, loaded the card, and then come back and performed. And the reason for that is simple. And that is, if I've done a trick with this card, or any card, and I put that card face down on the table, I just see whether anybody picks it up. And if nobody picks it up, because actually people aren't really that bothered about keeping signed cards. Now and again they do, but more often than not, if you went back to that table an hour later, you'd find your card still there or their card still there. But this is a good acid test. I simply get the signed card that has been in play leave it on the table and do a few other effects. If that card isn't picked up, I know I'm safe to switch the card out and walk away and then come back without it having been moved or touched. And that's kind of a nice place to be. So I hope that makes sense. Here we are then, set up as follows. The 4 cards with the no card are ready inside your wallet. That's off to one side or in your pocket ready to go. The final queen, red queen, is on the top, ready for me to switch out when I want to. And then we have the selection in question. We've come to the end of the trick. We're simply going to relax back, top change the card, or just switch it in whatever way, and we're going to leave this as if it is their card on the table in plain sight. And we've finished. We can walk away, or we can top palm the card off the deck if we wish to, and load into the wallet this way. Or to be honest with you, my preference is just to walk away and do the load when nobody's paying attention and come back. I just think it works nicely. On many occasions, if I'm performing at a bar, for example, this moment here is actually easy to do under the table surface, that the wallet's in your pocket and you just lean against the bar like this. And as you're leaning against the bar, all of this is just going on under the surface of the bar. Nobody can see anything. If you're at a bar, heck, you could put your hands down behind your side and do the load. I've done this at tables, walking around a restaurant, when I've literally just put my hands behind my back and just put the object inside the wallet behind my back. Lots of ways to get into this. But this is where we are. We've added this into the wallet, secreted it away somewhere out of sight. And then when we are ready for the routine, I mean, think about it, we're kind of done. I mean, the trick is over in any real sense of the word. We're going to reach into our wallet, take this out, take out the 4 cards, leave the wallet with the person, and then move into the routine, which begins with the Elmsley count, classic Elmsley count. We're going to take 1 card off the top. We're going to push across the double by peeling 1 back. Steal the card out underneath as we take that double, and then a single and a single. Let me show you that once more. So single off the top, that comes underneath, is picked up, the double is then taken, and then the single, and then the single. And you're just showing 4 queens. We flip the whole lot over, and what we're going to do is transfer all the cards underneath the no card down onto the table. And the way that we handle this lovely little move is by holding the cards at an angle with a little bit of a gap like so. So if I show you this weird side on view, and with my little finger I'm going to rotate these cards across into a palm position. It's a very odd one to show on a camera, I find, but essentially I'm spinning, pivoting the card across into that palm position. It's all done under the cover of the hand, and it's a very swift action as I come down to the table. I'm not wasting lots of time, and I'm kind of covering the moment just with the question. You know, I'm saying I'm going to use 4 cards and 1, what was this one again? Do you remind what it is? What's lovely about this is it doesn't matter a jot, even if they see that transfer. I mean, the ideal of that they don't see the transfer, obviously, but what's nice about this is it kind of doesn't matter. Even if they see you do that ham-fistedly, and then you turn over and you show, there's still a discrepancy that doesn't make sense to the human mind, so there's still an effect in there. But it doesn't matter, because they will always come back to this singular card with an assumption that it must be their signed one. It kind of makes sense it is. So when you turn it around to reveal the no card, you get that wonderful moment where the anticipation is built and then it hasn't been paid off in the way that they expected it to. All that remains now is for you to direct their attention to the wallet they've been holding, for them to reach in and take out their signed card. That is the no effect in its simplicity. And now I did say during the performance that I wanted to share with you, or rather right at the top end of this, a version which requires, which you can use somebody else's wallet. And it's really simple, and that is you just start by saying, "Can I borrow your wallet?" as daft as it sounds, you say, I've got a great trick I'd like to show you with a special, you know, normally I normally have a wallet for this, but I don't have one. Can I borrow yours? And people will be like, yeah. Well, why wouldn't they? You're a magician, you're performing, people are compliant. So all you do is you start off with your setup here, but instead of it being a wallet, it's just to one side. You don't let them see the faces of these cards, and you say, let me borrow your wallet. I just want to pop these in here. I'm going to come back to this in a little while. Don't let me forget. And you pop it inside your jacket pocket, or you pop it into your trouser pocket, wherever. If you're going to do this, you don't really put it into the jacket pocket. What you do is you put it down your sleeve, and it drops all the way down your sleeve, into your hand, into your lap, and it just sits in your lap for the performance. It's just a cheeky way of getting into this. Everything else works as normal. You run through the trick, you have a signed card, you do whatever magic you want to do with your signed card, and you finish the routine, and you top change the whole thing away, and you get up and you walk off. And as you walk off, you take the wallet out of your pocket and you slide the signed card in, because somebody at that table is going to go, excuse me, mate, you've got my wallet. And you go, oh shoot, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. Actually, while I'm here, let me show you this one last trick. And then you move into the routine as we showed it. It's just such a simple way of adding that extra dimension into a signed card to wallet. It can be done with your wallet, a normal wallet, an ungimmick wallet, a gimmick wallet. It really makes no difference. But what you have is a beautiful effect where somebody holds on to their wallet from the beginning, yet somehow their signed card still ends up inside. No! That's the name of the trick.